Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway in Foxborough.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Now Jones. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face a third down. Throwing Jones. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. To return is McKenzie. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his 4th season, it's Josh Allen.
And how about Josh Allen in 2020 going to the mountaintop and announcing that he was more than ready to become an elite quarterback in the NFL, and the number was 5. 5th in the league in passing with over 4,500 yards. 5th also in touchdown passes with 37, and that's a Bills franchise record. But let's face it, he's number 1 in the hearts of the Bills fans, and they expect him to be their guy for many years to come.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run here with Singletary. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Singletary. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Moss will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
And now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick completion to Henry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Off the play fake. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line ready to go. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, complete. It's Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down now. It's Harris. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Damian Harris of the Patriot offense ready to take over again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me mean...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a give, running left is Harris. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Folk's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 26 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing a
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time. We'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again.
Allen going to get this one to Singletary.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all.
Touchdown, Patriots! Kendrick Bourne, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Singletary, a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flushed out right. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Allen going to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Star Latulippe
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. The pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. McKenzie now to return it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Allen's throw is complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Beasley, got him on the slant.
Touchdown, Bills! Cole Beasley from 17 yards out, and the Bills head on.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That catch good for only a couple.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on, and they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. For the Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Jones throwing on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that